My husband's biggest dream when he got married, he's like, I'm only gonna be with you forever. So I want you to be I genuinely just want you to want me, to love me, to respect me, to make me feel like I'm 10 feet tall, even when I'm not perfect. And, you know, as a wife, I think it's so easy to look at so many flaws and, you know, you're not doing this and you're not doing that. And it's like, we only get negative when we focus on the negative. And so when my coach shared with me, like, hey, even though things are not going in your favor, there's two things you can control: your actions and your attitude. And so if you start to show up sexually, one, watch what the frick happens to your husband. Like, game over. He's gonna be a different person, right? And if you're actually present and you actually try, like, he's going to start changing. It's just gonna happen. And two, if you start to feed his spirit, talk to him in a way that makes him better, not worse, oh my gosh, like, you will just see him grow, literally, like, so much, because you're speaking to who he can be, not like pointing out all of his flaws. If you constantly point out all of his flaws, then you're constantly getting more negative. And so when my coach encouraged me to focus on my actions and my attitudes, the things that I control, I started winning. I started going, oh, like, I actually have so much more influence in our relationship. I can actually make things change right now because of how I show up. There's so much hope if you're just willing to take the risk of changing yourself. Make the investment into your marriage. It's the only bond that I believe that will be with you forever.
I say whatever I want. Who gonna pop me? Nobody.
Man, ain't nobody at home to pop. You single. You can say what you want and go home by yourself.
Oh yeah.
You need my income to get this house for us. We don't supposed to have this house.
Why? Because you're not gonna live in it?
No, hear me out. I'll put my income on the line, but as a man, you are the leader. You're supposed to provide. That means you already coming in the door above your means if you need all of my pockets.
No. It's about the bank. You gotta remember.
No, that's different. Like on paper.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
that's different.
So here's my thing, right? If we are trying to get this house, we can get a double the size house if both our incomes are on there. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who pays the bills, this, that, and the other, we're going for both of ours. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you saying yours not coming into play?
If that's the game plan, you the leader. I'm following you, baby. Take my W2.
So your income is coming into play.
But you're paying that mortgage. It's not coming out of my pocket.
So what you gonna do? So what you gonna be doing with? So if I'm paying those bills, what are you gonna be doing with your money?
You paying everything else.
Me being me, everything else investing. But here's the thing, right? When I say, like, I am a wife, let's say, for instance, my income, I don't care if it's $2,000 a month. I will come to my husband. You paying the bills, babe. What we gonna do with this money that I'm bringing in? I'm not bringing it to the table for you to go F it off so you could go trick off with Keisha, Tish.
And I really don't understand why this needs to be explained. I don't. How can you be this short-sighted? You're so ignorant. They're saying that they're educated. Why did they not talk to you about this in school? Y'all be doing everything. I do real estate. I do hair and nails on the side. I do whatever you call that thing where they rub your stomach, stretch marks, whatever it is. I'm a influencer, health influencer, fitness influencer. Y'all do so much stuff to come out so silly, to come out and say such dumb stuff.
Okay, so most of the times in a relationship, one person is ugly. Would you rather be ugly, or would you be okay with me being ugly?
Who told you that?
It's always an ugly person in a relationship. I ain't the ugly one. You the ugly one.
That damn dog you bought.
My dog ugly?
Yes.
I'm talking about out of me and you, who ugly? I'm fine.
I'm Mickey Fox and I'm 45.
And what do you do?
I am unemployed. I just got released from prison, so I don't work.
All right. And why'd you pop your balloon?
Because he actually looks like a felon, and I'm good with that.
What is the look of a felon?
Okay, I will say this. I have teenage sons who understand etiquette, and they understand, like, we were told to dress like we're going to a fancy restaurant, and I just don't think he understands that world. And so it just kind of doesn't give me, like, we would never be able to go anywhere. We're definitely not personality matched, and I don't think that we are like mentally matched. So, I mean, he's a child of God. God love you, and God gives second chances like he did for me.
And I think the comments, both men and women agree on the confusion. You are, I see what you're saying, but you are a convicted felon. You were actually there speaking on somebody else. You are actually that.
What do you feel about girls expecting gifts from men? Chanel purse.
But like, what do you mean girls? Like my wife, my girlfriend?
I'm not talking about, not talking about wife.
Girlfriend, like a random girl, like who?
Not even like someone you're talking to. Not even necessarily like a girlfriend.
And she wants a gift for me.
Let's say you're talking to her for like 2 weeks.
And she wants a gift
and she
for me.
wants you to take her shopping. What do you think about that?
Then she just wants she
wants you to pay for her nails. She wants you to
not
pay
me.
for her
That's not me.
hair.
You're not. I'm
That's
not.
not you. But
I'm
what
not
do
your
you
sugar
think
daddy.
about that?
That's fine.
What's your thoughts
if
on
that's
that?
what you're used to, then go look for that. You're looking for a credit card. You're not looking for a man. Because if we're talking for 2 weeks, we're not official. You're not my girlfriend. You're not my wife. We're not engaged.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? There's no feelings there. I feel like that 2 weeks is not enough to build a connection or love. Mm-hmm. I'll take my wife shopping. I'll take my girl shopping because there's love there.
Yeah.
But a random chick, then at that point, I'm your sugar daddy.
Who do you think has harder lives, the average man or the average woman?
Woman. Isn't this the truth? Women always say this, but a lot of women don't realize that we actually have it pretty easy. We can express our feelings, our mental health is taken seriously, there are social programs for us when we're struggling, we get benefits just for being women, we're loved unconditionally, we are seen as worth more. Men do not have it easy at all. A lot of women hinge to the idea of the pay gap as a way of proving that women have harder lives, but that has been debunked. It's not true. The pay gap is a myth.
I will happily be the first to say it. A man in a Mercedes is not a man. That's a bad. In fact, a man pulling up in a Mercedes is a bad waiting for you to hold his purse. Look, babe, I don't make the rules. It's just a feminine car. I genuinely, it's not me. When you look at it, it looks like a feminine car.
Let me tell you guys the requirements for a man to date me. First, you have to make at least like $45,000 a year because I like nice things and I like to go out to nice places. My favorite restaurant is the Cheesecake Factory, Chili's, or Taco Bell. And you must have a car, especially Toyota, Nissan, Honda. My favorite one is the Toyota Prius. If you think you qualify, DM me.
A lot of dudes in the comments said, at this rate, I'm overqualified. I'm overqualified. Where do I sign up?
This idea of dating down and dating on your level stems from women. When men have money, they don't view it as dating down when they're with their women. You guys say that, not men.
Yep.
A man has money and he's taking care of a woman. There's no point that he thinks he's dating down. He's just taking care of his woman.
I think it's dangerous for a woman to...
Public service announcement. If you're gonna pass a single guy on a trail and you're a girl and he says hi, maybe say hi back and not just give me an awkward.
I think people should just do this in general. This is not something that's gender specific. I feel like a lot of people just don't show any common courtesy these days. It costs you nothing to just be like, hi, right back. There's a lot of women upset and in the comment section of this video saying that the woman owes him nothing. And while that's true, she owes him nothing. Does it really cost you anything to say hi back? I have no idea what some of the people around you are going through. And if it took them a lot of courage just to say hi to you that day. Some people complain that there aren't nice people in the world anymore. Then they discourage behaviors like this. I also find baffling about situations like this. I know that if that woman later on maybe fell down or something happened, I mean hopefully not, but something happened and she needed his help, she would have zero issue at that point being like, hey, can you help me with blank? Or just expect him to jump in and do something. But I mean, she couldn't even say hi to this man. You shouldn't just do that because you want something later or may need something later.
I had said something about my love language being gift giving and buying gifts and stuff like that. And this girl was like, ugh, you buy niggas gifts? You spend money on... I would never. No, you could never. You can't do that because you know you're not going to eat for a week. Flat purse ass.
How do you spell bra?
B-R-A.
How do you spell in?
I-N.
You put those two words together, what does it spell?
B-R-A-I-N.
Yeah.
Bra-in. That's not a word.
You said you in college, right?
B-R-A-I-N?
Yeah.
Are we spelling it like that?
Yeah.
That's not a word.
I want you to look into the camera and tell all of my followers that dumb answer you gave me.
Oh, thank you.
You mad at me because you getting it
That
wrong.
was rude, though.
What you mean?
That was rude, though. You can be nice about it.
How do you spell brain?
B-R-I-N-G. B-R-I-A-N.
Yo, you hear this? Alright, we'll go to the next question.
To be fair, on some of these, he's talking so fast. That's the trick. He's talking so fast that your brain doesn't have time to process. But I get it.
What are the major red flags that you've heard from men?
This is a really weird one that I never would have believed, but it keeps coming up. I don't want to date a woman with a dog.
Stop. Listen, Blaine, you're talking to two non-dog people right now.
Okay.
So I think it's so funny because so many girls, their whole personality is their dog.
Yeah, that's what these guys are saying.
By the way, I had a boyfriend. We had to wake up at 5 a.m. for the stupid dog who had to go outside. And I was like, I shouldn't have to live on your dog's schedule. This is crazy. We're 27 years old.
Aaron, you got to let the dog out to go to the bathroom. What's wrong with you?
Oh, jeez.
John, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It just seems like you're leaning with lustful things, like you want facial hair, you want tall height type thing, and I feel like that's very worldly to me. I'm a child of God, and I can tell, Jesus has given me discernment to tell when somebody's leading with their flesh or if they're leading with their actual heart, and it just seems like your heart posture is not really there for finding a man of God.
Or she ain't got no posture.
And is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay. Why not?
You sure?
His hair, I don't like his haircut, and I think it looks like you filled in your eyebrows a little bit.
Why he start looking and why he laughing?
Okay. Well, I'm not wearing makeup, and again, you're leading with your flesh, and
Why
you're just trying
laughing?
you're trying to get a reaction. I don't know if you're trying to go viral or anything, but I'm here for actual love. It's called pop your balloon or find love, and it seems you're trying to find lust. So, other men of God have popped you because of that. So, okay,
Amen, brother.
have a blessed day. Okay.
Thank you.
Head on back this way. All right, so
get
I'm
mad
now
on
going to
this
hand
show.
you a pic.
I love when people get mad and try to act like they're being positive. I understand you're trying to go viral. No, you mad at her. Talk your shit. I understand you're just trying to be viral. You're trying to make a moment. He trying to talk like he in a good mood. She just pissed you off.
Somebody comes at you that direct, like he did, it stings. And so naturally, you want to have a response to that, whether it might be ignorant or not. So I get it.
He's trying to put me, I'm starting mad traffic. Looking all the way back there, because I'm a sit right next to this car. Since this black truck wants to keep with me, now the whole highway is gonna be backed up, and there's 60 cars behind me. And what about it? I'm going, how fast am I going? I'm going 58 miles an hour, and it's 70 miles an hour, and I'm not moving past them because nobody's getting past me because that truck wants to keep around and playing games with me. So now the whole highway is gonna be on traffic because I could go, but I'm not. So now what?
So now I feel like I'm obligated to pit maneuver the out of you and slap the shit out of you for making this dumbass post. And believe it or not, this is why I make videos, to educate people that the left lane is for passing, because a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people have this stupid ass mindset where they think that, because I'm doing the speed limit or a little bit over the speed limit, you're supposed to wait behind me, and because you're on my ass, now I have to slow down. So if the black truck is on your ass, you should get out the left lane. You should speed up and move because the left lane is for passing. And this is another reason why I hate 2-lane highways, and I think all 2-lane highways need to be deleted from America, because if police officers would just ride on the 2-lane highways versus just sitting, y'all might give out more tickets for like this. It's almost like this is doing it on purpose because he knows he's on a 2-lane highway. Yes, this is a guy.
You're not a hero, bro. Get out of the lane. Just get out of the lane.
Before you scroll, I just want to let you know I have no standards in the club. Look at my lace. I literally just gripped this by both hands and pulled it down on my forehead and just asked me for my number. Go out, girl. I don't give a fuck. Go out. It don't matter if your hair not done. It don't matter if you got the shit. If you got on shit, it don't matter. They look at me right now. Look at my lace. And it's synthetic.
I think the lesson in all of this is just look relatively well, put yourself together. Don't come out the house looking like a bum. Don't overdo it. Look feminine, friendly, approachable, and see how much attention you get.
In my life as a 24-year-old dad with 6 kids, soon to be 7, my wife told me that she's been busy today, so I'm gonna see how I can help her out. Daddy's home. Babe, you cook anything? Daddy home. Hello, I don't see you all day. Okay, you don't cry too. Okay, I'm about to get you too. Okay. You guys haven't met our twins already? This is Silas right here. Hello. I make the baby bottles. My wife is making my food right there. My wife is about to go take a shower and freshen up. Take the baby bottles, and then I'm about to go eat. Alright guys, let's eat. Let's see if I can help with some homework. Move to the next one. Alright baby, when mama get out the shower, we're gonna pray. Hey buddy, these kids are fed in bed. Everybody just waiting on my wife to get out the shower. But I think this is where we're gonna end it tonight.
Good on you, bro. Nice family. Rooms are clean. I'm actually impressed by that. That right there is impressive. I think probably mom is doing a majority of that, maybe with a little bit of help from kids. But kudos to you for coming in and doing your thing. Y'all working together as a team. She probably tired. So you coming in and spelling her gives her a few minutes to go in that shower, spend some time by herself, not hearing them kids, and come out refreshed.
Can y'all please watch this video and let me know what the problem really is?
My type is tall, chocolate, seductive.
I'm getting out her type.
That's it. That's yeah. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'6".
I told you I like taller men.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much.
And why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair. Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's not right. You should never said that at all. As a black brother, you should have kept that as what it was. You should have just said, you know, you're not just my type. But hair, it's a different, you can't talk about hair. If you want hair, go get what you want. If you want Becky with the long hair, go get what you want. Don't talk to black women up here about hair. That's just it. And I'm not triggered. Like I said, at the end of the day, your hair is nappy. Your hair is short. You should be happy where you came from.
Her hairstyle, there's nothing wrong with it. So it's my preference, right? So if I'm here to date, I'm here to find someone for me. So my comment to her has no sort of significance on you.
I'm a black woman. If I want to wear my hair like hers one day, what you gonna say? Oh, I don't like your hair. I'm gonna go date Becky up the street. Follow along. Thank you.
At the end of the day, are you here to find a man or are you here to be
I'm not here to find you. I'm here to find someone that's going to accept me, floss and all. And if you can't accept this young lady up here.
Sounds like you're here to find the sister code.
No.
So we can move forward.
Women,
we can move forward.
We all here. And
we can move forward.
You was not lying. Here's a video of somebody defending the DoorDash girl after she was arrested.
No, I still think that we're focusing on the wrong part of the story here.
Don't scroll, it gets worse.
The jokes, the laughing at her, the ridicule. When at the end of the day, she walks into this house with the door open and a man has his junk out. Now everybody's defense of him still predicates on the fact that he is asleep. Do we know he's asleep? No, not with any confidence.
We do know he was asleep because she admitted it to the police herself in her complaint, posted by multiple lawyers, and you can look it up yourself. She admits to the police that he was sleeping when she pulled up to his crib to drop off the food. Not only the man told police he was out at the bar that night, and when he woke up from his slumber, he seen his door wide open with food by the door. She also only reported this a day after she posted all those videos online. Mind you, she falsely accused him of SA when he was knocked out on his couch. She uploaded a video for profit. So y'all keep on trying to make it seem like Shawty is also a victim in this. I don't see it, because she literally falsely accused him of doing something actually to her, when in fact, bro was passed out on the couch in his crib. It doesn't matter how much proof is put in y'all face, bro.
y'all gonna still find ways to argue.
I hate to break it to you, but you're not perfect just the way you are. So let's talk about some ways that I had to change for my husband, because it is in fact okay to change for someone.
I absolutely love this. Nobody wants to admit it, but if you want the best relationship of your life, you have to admit that there are things that you need to change or improve in order to optimize it. And that doesn't mean that you're being controlled or that you're unworthy of love. The trap that most people fall into is that the moment that somebody points out some sort of blind spot they have, or life mirrors something back to them that they feel is unflattering, their ego translates this to, you're not enough. But that's not true. In that video, Savannah goes on to explain that she needs to learn how to become more affectionate, or she has learned to become more affectionate. She's learned how to communicate better. She became less blaming. And it doesn't mean that she wasn't worthy of love before that. It just meant that there was more work to be done, and she was mature enough to realize that, because love and personal growth are not mutually exclusive. The best relationships, or the best even dating experiences, they don't just feel good, or they're just not just fun experiences, but they reveal many times the parts of ourselves that we've ignored, maybe even avoided, or just straight up denied about ourselves. But the difference, and maybe the question you need to ask about, is this person helping me grow or manipulating me, is that, are they controlling you, or are they lovingly calling you forward into the best version of yourself? You've got to create that gap between your ego's defensiveness, the armor it puts up, and your higher self's awareness. And I honestly think that's where transformation truly lives. So yes, you are worthy of love right now in this moment, but also yes, there's still room to grow. And the kind of partner that you want to attract, that often rises to meet exactly where you are with your level of growth and how far you're willing to face it. I think the same goes for business too. So if you want to become less reactive and more responsive, more calmly grounded in maybe your masculine or your feminine energy, better your communication skills and maybe the understanding of your partner, maybe even improve your conflict resolution skills, or just start living a life of more purpose and passion, DM me ready, and we can talk about the next steps for you.
She said, I no longer date for free due to the behavior of men. American tennis player Sashaya Vickery, she revealed that she now requires a $1,000 pre-date deposit, citing past negative experience.
Let me ask you, does she sound insane?
At this point, we just need to wear badges that say, hi, I operate as a... I expect this to be more transactional than me really caring to get to know you. To me, that's the problem with everything that I'm seeing online.
Dog, dating is trial and error. You are going to kiss a million frogs before you find your prince or your princess.
Or you shouldn't be kissing all these niggas.
1,000 frogs, $1,000.
I'm not giving them 50 cents. Yo, listen,
at what date is there any expectation from a woman? Something she has to provide. There are no expectations.
I would say at least the way we show up physically. That's very important, and it comes at a cost. So
what's the cost?
Hair done, nails done.
When you come to the table thinking that I'm so pretty or I'm so fire, that's all I have to be is pretty?
I think
I'm handsome too.
Oh my God.
Like,
now I'm handsome too.
What you talking about?
The stuff about the bathroom. If people are separated by sex for safety, then why are you gonna put women in the men's bathroom?
Not with other men. No.
Why you wanna force us to be in the men's bathroom when you know what they're gonna do to us?
Oh, they're gonna forget to flush. Oh,
could you imagine having to share a bathroom with the average cis man?
With other men.
It's horrible.
Oh, terrible.
To be threatened with a $100,000 fine to be safe, so because you want to pee safely. That's crazy. That's not right.
I can't tell you how many nice things I've done for women, and they got mad at me and accused me of something and told me that I was really just doing it because X, Y, and Z. And I'm going, I just wanted to do something nice for you because that's how I am. And then I get punished for doing something nice because of their analysis of it. That goes on all the time in their heads, right?
Most women, when they look at a man, they see a kind of woman.
A hairy woman, as you say.
A hairy, misbehaving woman who knows the right thing to do and purposely is doing something else. Well, for women, until we gain an awareness and discernment of our feelings, that's what we act upon.
They feel you.
They feel you. What we project onto men is that your actions are compelled by your feelings. wants. And if I can get you to feel the right way about me, then you'll act the right way towards me. And the right way is what a woman would have done, an idealized.
Yeah, you say a perfect woman.
So the standard that you are being judged and condemned by is what a perfect woman would have done in that situation. And if you didn't do that, you must not love me enough, you must not care about me enough, and you must not respect me enough. We're like, why don't you love me enough to act right? Why don't you care about me enough to act right? Why don't you respect me enough to act right? And then it comes back to what's wrong with me.
Girls, don't ever marry your second choice. He is not the man you still think about at 2 a.m. Don't marry him. Every girl has that one guy, the one who ruined her for everybody else. You never get over him. You just learn to live without him. He set the standard.
Spoken like a true thought. Let me break down this holosophy for you. If you are ever wondering, well, Marquette, why do you believe in patriarchy? Why do you believe men should lead? You see, when women lead themselves, they lead themselves to destruction. You heard it out of her mouth. She dealt with one guy, can't get over him. That's precisely why we prioritize virgins, women who are untouched, so that they don't have those memories haunting them, making a nightmare of their whole life and causing them to ruin entire families, ruin the man's life, ruin the kid's life. Yes, indeed, you let them off the chain. Oh, it's real dangerous for everybody. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives. Get those women pure. Peace to the saints.
Yeah, she's had some pretty good takes, but this is not her finest take. If you're still stuck on that man from a long, long time ago, if you've gone through therapy, why are you still healing? Why haven't you healed from that man? Why are you still thinking on that man? Nobody can compare to him. Yes, they can. There's plenty of people that can compare to him. Plenty. Let that man go. If a man were to be saying this, it would be a problem. Like I said, man, this is not your finest take.
Edgar Allan Poe, he has a poem and he said, years of love forgot in the hatred of a moment. That's how women think. Years of love is forgotten in the hatred of a moment. That moment is the most important. Like that, it don't matter. You could have just bought her a helicopter 3 days ago. She forgot about it. That it's just that moment, like how they feel at that time. She's willing to throw away everything just for that hatred. Like, I hate you right now. Like how I feel right now is the most important. Again, it negates all intellect, it negates all logic, it negates all intelligence. It's really just, his feelings are not even, a lot of times they're not even real.
I really like you, and I wanted to know if you wanted to date me.
My favorite thing is the fact that it's so incredibly easy to talk to you.
Rate my attractiveness on a scale of 1 to 10.
Only 10? Are you kidding me? Well, if it's only to 10, then I'd have to say 10.
Okay.
What are my green flags?
You're always asking me how I am, and it's like, even though you have so much talent, you're still so caring about everybody around you. I like that a lot about you. Skylar, I really like you, and you're like everything I've been searching for, and I wanted to know if you wanted to date me, like...
Yes.
Really?
100%.
Please let it be that easy every single time. Not, how much money do you make? Hey, I really like you. I really like how caring you are. But you don't make 6 figures.
So many women over the age of 40 are single. Why do you think that is?
This is a big conversation. There's lots of different reasons. One is that we live in a time where women are making more money than ever and are more independent than ever. So a lot of them are choosing to be single or choosing not to get married. Let's say they're in a relationship, but they're choosing not to get married because they don't see a point in getting married. Whereas in the past, especially through a heteronormative lens, it would be you get married because you need financial support from your husband. And you need other things, but you want to build a family. You want to be at home, and, you know, your husband would be sort of the one sort of monetarily supporting the family. And so things have changed a lot for women. I think now, at least for the women I work with, most women, they want to be with someone who's financially stable, but what they're looking for more is someone who's emotionally supportive, right? So women don't need that. It also depends where we're looking. If we're looking at cities or we're looking more like, you know, suburban areas, it's definitely different in cities.
But y'all pretty much look in the same place and for the same person. Y'all say that y'all are looking for a character, but I feel like for a lot of modern women, character comes into play as a secondary thing. Like, modern women do this thing a lot of times to where they ask all the questions that they should be asking up front. And then they kind of do it as a presentation. Like, say for instance, if somebody calls you, like say for instance, after a long time, they don't want to go straight into asking you for money. They don't want to go straight into asking you for assistance. They'll chop it up with you for hour and a half. And you're like, man, that's a nice conversation. And then at the end of the call, they'll be like, hey, you know, the reason I was calling was to see if you could lend me $20. I was calling to see if you can lend me $50. You know, I'm kind of in a tough spot. That's what modern women are out here doing. They're doing all of the questions and all of the presentation stuff, and really they're going to get down to what they actually want at the end. So podcasts like this, yeah, they want somebody that's emotionally intelligent. They want somebody that communicates effectively. But, you know, we can turn down emotional intelligence and communication if you're making a pretty good amount of money. I can be bought.
I hate this one. Your background check is so scary, it should be rated M for mature. Y'all know that stare? The Kubrick stare? You know, it's in like a million movies, and it's probably what's on this man's face right now. Yeah, if that gets him a date with any of you magically, somehow, flee. Please flee. He's looking for love with all the wrong faces.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't like this. Bro, I mean, just looking at this guy, man. What is this? Like, look at the look on her face. Like, she's not even entertained. I wouldn't even want to do it. Look at the body posture. Bro, leave her. I mean, why are you that close? Why are you that close, bro? What is this? What is this? That's weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what's up. When you say one of your side chicks, does that mean you have a main?
No, I have about 4, and their rankings are number 2, 3, 4, and 5. The number 1 place is left open because I like life to be competitive.
Yo, those are some gems, though. I like that.
Damn, I like that, though.
You mean Tom or Hugh Hefner?
Life's
amazing, bro. Damn.
So 2, 3, 4, and 5, you said?
Yeah.
I like how you got them categorized.
Oh, yeah. Well, the rank changes off and on.
So
what determines that,
though?
though?
Who's 2 right now?
2 is a young lady that's graduated from Georgia State.
Fire.
Yo, I'm loving Tom. It's amazing.
Tom has got it locked in, bro.
Hey, Tom, can I be your number 1?
Y'all gotta stop y'all friends from being delusional before it's too late. I had a friend about 6 years ago. I tried to stop her 6 years ago. I go to brunch with my other friend today. Come to find out she doing bad, living in her car. She done lost a man because of this internet. I'm telling you, 6 years ago, I realized she was delusional. She had a boyfriend, and I knew him. He was above average, earning, looks, height, everything. He was a good guy. She thought she was bigger than the program. And I realized that because every time I would be around her, she was always showing me what somebody else got, what somebody else on the internet is doing. Oh, look at her man bought her this. She got this. Oh, I want this. And she already had a man who bought her 3 luxury cars. He paid most of her bills. He took care of her. Of course, they weren't rich, but she wouldn't even qualify for that type of man that she already had. And for some reason, because she had a decent man, she thought she was bigger than the program. Child, come to find out, he done left her ass. And it's the thing I tried to tell her. Every time she would show me, oh, look at, oh, her man bought her Chanel. Oh, look what she got. I said, you don't know them people. You don't know what she has to go through. You don't know. She'd be showing me like, oh, I know this girl. She getting this and that. I'm like, but you're not in her bedroom.
See, a lot of those situations, the women really truly doesn't know what's going on. She just sees the facade. And the facade is never the entire truth. But ladies have fumbled more good men by the age of 25 than they'll ever meet after. The delusion is real.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Men need to stop taking women on dates.
I'm so done with this fraud. Get your best friend and take her out of here.
You need to stop going on date. I'm gonna say why. You should never take a woman out on a date that you don't have vested interest in and that you're not sure she has a vested interest in you. Stop trying to disillusion her with your money, your resources, your ability to buy her roses and all that dumb stuff.
That's not dumb. Disillusion me, baby, all day.
What has that gotten you? Where are they? Exactly. So stop doing it. You're wasting your money. You're wasting your time. If you want to know if a woman is interested in you for real and wants to not just use you as a meal plan, because let me tell you, a lot of my homegirls are going out with you because they are bored. They don't have nothing to do. They're not over the other dude. Somebody else in Vegas or New York hasn't hit her back yet, so she's going out with your stupid ass. Jenny better eat the up.
She kind of got a...
I've been there, so stop taking her out on dates.
And what do you do to get to know them?
Don't buy her anything. Don't spend a dime. Don't spend a nickel. Don't spend a penny. Go somewhere that is free. And if she is unwilling to go there with you, don't go out with her. It should be free.
Pick me
I don't care.
Because
FaceTime. Talk to her on FaceTime. Talk to her on the phone. If she wants something from you without knowing you, she's playing.
Many black men won't say this out loud, but I'm going to say it for them in the most honest way that I can. Most black men grew up with one script. Be strong, protect your family, and take care of everybody important to you, but you cannot break. But no one taught them how to take care of themselves too. So in marriage, receiving love and care feels very unfamiliar. And sometimes they may even feel unsafe. Not because they don't want the help, but because they never practiced letting that love land truly. Honestly speaking, underneath the quiet is a boy who never had room to be vulnerable. And underneath the silence is a man who wants partnership but was never taught how to participate in that emotionally. When he finally feels safe enough to do so, everything shifts. You will watch his shoulders drop, his voice soften, and him truly letting you in. As a licensed marriage and family therapist and a person who's also married to a beautiful black man, I want to help us as their wives try 2 separate things that will make them just be able to lean into us and give them that emotional safety too. Number 1, replace what's wrong with you with what can I do to lighten your load today. The tone matters. The invitation sets you up for invitation compared to interrogation. Number 2 is probably the most important thing you could ever do. When he does open up to you, even if it's in the smallest way, acknowledge it and thank him for letting you in. Not weaponize that against him.
And I really appreciate you saying this, particularly because a lot of times men don't really have a safe space to land in these relationships. They just kind of have to take care of everybody else and they get the scraps, they get the crumbs, and they get tired of that. And you don't really hear a lot from them. They don't really complain a lot. Well, you got to speak up for what you want. They actually do. It's just that what they say is pushed down. Unfortunately, a lot of times, sometimes I'll say, a woman might say, well, I got this going on and I got this going on. I just need you to hold it together just for a little bit longer, and all that other stuff. Can you give me a little bit? Can you just give me like a little break? That's what you would want. That's what you would say to me. Hey, can you give me a little bit of a break? But men, a lot of times, not just at home, but in society, they don't really get that luxury. So they have to continue working and doing things that they don't necessarily want to do in order to make sure that everybody around them continues to eat.
You lead with sexuality, you're going to bring out the worst in men, having no idea that when we do that, we are appealing to the most primitive of primitive instincts, procreate. Why is it that men are wonderful in the beginning, and then within a few weeks or a few months, they turn into sports watching, pizza eating, beer belching, couch slugs? What if men are responding to women? I was a frog farmer. A frog farmer is a woman who, instead of turning frogs into princes, as in bring out the best in men, turns princes into frogs, brings out the worst. And so after I laid down my sword, after I gave up emasculating men, which was 6 months into studying men, during which I used everything I'd learned against men, I became more manipulative and more harmful. So after I gave up emasculating men, men became so proactively caring for me, looking out for me, taking care of me.
And you better not be a man coming to my store with a woman, because I will make you pay.
It's funny how sexism is okay until it's in reverse. Few discretion is advised.
I will literally tell her to put her phone in her cart away and make you pay.
Ma'am, just make the damn coffee. Why do you have to do this? This is exactly why robots are taking a lot of our jobs, because we got too much time on our hands when we are clocked in. You felt the need to get online and tell men, hey, listen, you better not come in here and make your girl pay, because I will tell her to put her card away and make you. You can't make a man do a goddamn thing. And the crazy thing about it is I've seen so many people stitch this video. Now they looking for the store that you at, and they're bringing their girls there just so that woman can pay in your face. I want to see what you're going to do about it. Just make the damn coffee. That's all you got to do. That is your job. Make the coffee. Who pays for it is the least of your concern, as long as it gets paid. But no, you want to cause issues where there is no issue. There is nothing wrong with a woman buying her man a cup of coffee or whatever frappuccino that Starbucks be serving. A lot of y'all be drawing the wrong kind of attention to yourselves, because this is unnecessary. It's sexism for no reason at all. And you know it's only right that I do it in reverse, because that's the only time y'all understand anything. Just imagine if it was a man behind that counter. Y'all would try to have that man canceled and fired in a heartbeat. Stop drawing unnecessary attention to yourself. Do your job and go home. Stop making things more difficult than it should be. You're wasting your time. Your efforts are going to go unnoticed because they don't really matter. But you know what? I know you're not going to listen to me, because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep the change.
I've been getting advice from women for 5 years and none of it's helped. So I'm going to go flip the coin on the other side and see if maybe y'all can help me. Please stay with me for a minute. I am married to a wonderful man. He works a lot. When I say he works a lot, it's a lot. Mondays he leaves the house around 6:30 a.m. He gets home around 6 p.m., but then he only comes in for about 20 minutes. He eats and then he leaves and then works until midnight at a second job. He's law enforcement and then he does private security for his second job. On Tuesdays, he works like 6:30 a.m. to about 6:30 p.m. Wednesdays, Thursdays, same. Fridays, same as Monday, 6:30 a.m. basically till midnight. Saturdays, he works from 2 to midnight, and Sundays he works 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I work. I pay half the bills. I told him a million times he doesn't have to put himself in the ground for working this hard. Like, we got it. Like, we are okay. We don't have to, basically, he doesn't have to kill himself to pay off the house. But he's basically saying, like, we'll have a financial freedom if we pay off the house. And in the meantime, he'll get like $1,000 watches here and there. And I think he has 17 of them. I have begged him for years to stop working so much. I don't really know what else I can do. The issue is not just that I never see him, which I never see him. The last date we had was about 5 years ago. We don't have any sort of intimate time at all. 4 times last year. So I've been working on myself to say, like, okay, maybe if I lose weight and I'll be really pretty, maybe that will help. So I lost, I'd say, about 40 pounds so far. I'm thinner now than when I was the day you met me.
Let me be direct, because the advice you have been getting has not helped you. Yes, there are 2 sides to every story, but based on what you just shared, here's the truth that nobody has probably ever told you. If a husband wants his wife, he will be intimate with her. 4 times in a year is not just being busy. That is emotional and physical disconnection. And this part is going to sting a little bit. Men need desire. They need release. And if he's not getting that intimacy from you, he is getting it somewhere else. Men do not go a full year starving. They find it. If it's not happening at home, it's happening outside of the home. You've lost 40 pounds. That's incredible. But the fact that you felt you had to change your body to earn your husband's attention tells me that this marriage has been off for a very long time. Men go where they feel peace, respect, connection, and desire. And if he wanted to come home to you, he would. You told him that he doesn't need to work this much. You told him you're financially okay. You told him that you want time together, and he still chooses to leave the house before sunrise and not come home until midnight or after midnight. A man who is invested doesn't avoid his wife. Working nonstop isn't dedication. It's an escape. From everything you've described, this man has already checked out emotionally, physically, and most likely sexually. You do not need softer advice. You need clarity. So hope that helps.
So congratulations on the weight loss. Losing 40 pounds that's a pretty good feat right there. So congratulations on that. I would say not, being intimate, but 4 times last year is weird. It'd be interesting to me to see or hear the types of conversations, because we know from what you said he's focused on paying off the house. So he does want to do that. So he works a lot there. We haven't had a date in 5 years. Well, if he's been working overtime for 5 years, he probably, when he gets home, he crashes and he does the same thing over and over again. You have to be careful for a lot of men. And I know your mind would want to go to, there's something going on. He's talking to another woman. He's checked out of the relationship, and it could very well be. But if he's as busy as you say that he is, he's tired. He's tired. And I know that sounds simple, but if he works overtime all of the time, he's tired, right? It was like, well, what man is going to this, and that? I get it. But you could want to do something, but if you're working all the time, your body, as soon as your head hits that pillow, your body's shutting down. I got to have some time, like some actual time off. If a man is working and he's like working like he is, yeah, I understand, like he's got to get his needs met. But what I'm telling you, once my head hits that pillow, I'm out. I'm trying. You trying to love on me and do all that? I'm tired of work. I'm tired. That's it. Right. So it could be that, he's out there seeing somebody else and he's getting his needs met somewhere else. Maybe he's gone outside of the house like was suggested, and he's going to a place to where he can basically be in and out. He didn't have to do all of the I would like to see the dynamic. I would like to see the dynamic. Because sometimes, I would like to see the dynamic. Sometimes you can say, well, I'll pay half the bills. I'll do this. I'll do that. But I don't want to, it's not bare minimum. She paying half the bills is not bare minimum. It's more along the lines of having to do all the work, having to do a majority of the work. So by the time you get to the house, my mental state is not really focused on you. I'm not really attracted to you like that. I want to go to sleep because I'm tired, because I've been doing all of the work, pretty much all of the work. You and I don't have the same drive. You want to come home, you want to pay the bills, you kind of want to relax and just kind of watch TV and do whatever. I want to pay this house off by any means necessary. I want financial freedom by any means necessary. I'm working security. I'm working in law enforcement. Somebody to put a bug in his ear to say, man, get out of this. You can do this, and this. If you pay this house off. So if it's been for 5 years, you haven't gone on a date, he might be thinking, if I can knock this out in 5 to 7 years, pay off the house, think about the money that we'll have. Not to have to pay a house, But the thing is, y'all won't have a house to pay off, but you won't be working as many hours. So the money that you're making now, you won't be making, because hopefully you'll take off some time and start staying around the house. But to her point, you got to stop working so many hours of overtime so that she can spend a little bit of time with you. She's dropping weight. She's, saying, I'm paying some of the bills. I'm trying to help you. Do you not like me? So at that point, you got to slow down and say, all right, I can't come in for overtime then, or I can't work this many shifts anymore. You got to start taking time here and there to give her what she needs. Because right now, regardless of what you're trying to do, regardless if it's you're doing it for the both of y'all, you're starving her. You're starving her emotionally. So you got to handle that.